Hello everyone, I am Ritesh from Record.io, and in this video I will show you how to create a chart app using Zegocloud SDK in Android Studio. So I have already written a blog mentioning all the steps which you're gonna follow in this video. And first let me explain what is Zegocloud. So Zegocloud provides SDKs and APIs to easily create video calling and voice calling, charts and other variety of apps. So in Zegocloud you don't have to bother about creating various UIs and all the backend functions to create simple voice calling or video calling or any other chat app or anything for your service. So they also provide UI kits. Let me show you. So you can see they provide UI kits, and let's say you want to create a video calling app. So you don't have to bother about creating all of these buttons, all of these functionalities, how they're gonna show up everything. So you can easily save time, and they also offer a 10,000 free minutes, and you can use that free trial to get started using Zegocloud's services. In this video we'll be using Zegocloud's UI kits to create our chat app. Now to get 10,000 free minutes from Zegocloud, click on the link in the pinned comment. So once you click on the link in the pinned comment, you will arrive at this page. So we'll first need to fill all the details. Now let me fill all details in my case. Now once you add your email, you need to click on the get code to get the verification code. Before that you need to check this box and read the terms and conditions and privacy policy and click on get code. So here is the verification code. I will paste it here. Next I will put up a password. Next click on start your free trial. So we got our free trial. Now I have to fill some more details. Next you can see you got the 10,000 free minutes. Now let's go to the dashboard, and so our Zegocloud account is ready. Let's come back to the blog, and first we need to create our Android app. So click on new project. Next select empty fuse activity. We'll be creating this application in Java. We'll name it chart app XML, and we'll be using API 26, and also we'll be using Groovy DSL. Next click on finish. Now let's go back to the blog. We have already created the Zegocloud account. We'll be creating a in-app chart project. So to create it, just go to your Zegocloud dashboard and click on create a first project. Next select in-app chart, click on next, and then name it. So I will name it as same as the app's name. Click on continue. So the project is being created. So our project is ready. Now the project is still being created. We need to wait some time. Now our project is successfully built. So we'll open it. Here is my project's app ID and app ID. Make sure to keep these two values secret. Now we'll open it the service management, and in the in-app chart we will activate in-app chart. So we'll click on ready to activate. So it's being activated. Now in the project informations we'll copy the app ID and app sign, and in our Android Studio we will open this and add a new Java class. We will name it constant key, and here we'll copy this and paste it, and here you need to put your app ID and app sign. Next we need to add the dependencies. So we'll copy this and we'll open Sinister Cradle, and here we'll paste it in the dependency resolution management. Next we will copy this and put it up in the Gradle properties, and we'll click on this sync now button. Next we will copy this and in the build Gradle app level 1. So here we'll paste this, and in the dependencies we'll copy this and paste it in the dependencies, and click on sync now again. Next we'll need to initialize the init Zegocloud function. So we need to create the init Zegocloud function with and initialize gym kit, this one. So we'll copy it, and in the main activity we'll edit here, and we'll initialize the function around somewhere around here. Alright, so we need to import this. Now you can import this. Alright, next we need to create the login activity. So here we'll click new, and we'll go to activity, and here we'll select empty views activity. Alright, so we'll click on this finish button. So our login activity is ready, just created. We need to put up the design, so we'll copy this, and in the login activity I'll paste the code. So our layout is ready. So we have a linear layout, and inside this we have the chart type XML and these two text. Next we have a text with which will carry the user ID. This is the user ID of the user who is using the our chart type XML app, and have a button to log in to the main dashboard. We'll use this user ID to connect with other users with their user ID. We'll create a chart with using this user ID thing. Alright, so let's move back to the blog, and here we'll move to the step 11. So here we need to set up the login activity. So first we need to open up login activity, and here we need to initialize this. First need to initialize this, so we'll put up edit text, user ID input, and next this is a button, login button. Alright, next what we need to do is we need to set up a on click listener when the login button is clicked. So we'll click on this, and we'll add this connect user function. Next, so here is the function. We'll put the connect user function in the fcompat activity, and the on click listener in the on create function. So this on click listener, whenever the user will log in, it will connect with this Zegocloud using the user ID that the user is provided. We'll use this user ID to connect with Zegocloud, and we'll import this. Next we'll create this to conversation activity. So once the user is connected, user ID is provided to Zegocloud, we will move the user to the conversation activity which will be creating next. So yeah, so we need to create the conversation activity. So we'll right click new, and you can select activity. Here we will select empty views activity again, we'll click on finish. Alright, so we have the conversation activity. Next we'll add the function in the login activity. So here we'll paste it, and we'll import the intents. So once the user is connected using the user ID that the user is provided, we'll move it to conversation activity, and for which we have made a function to conversation activity, and that is there. Next, when in step 14, so our main activity is the launcher activity, but at first we want to show the login activity. So we'll use this function at first in the main activity to move the user to the login activity. So here we'll paste this and import it. Next, what we're gonna do is we'll add the design for the conversation activity. This is simply a fragment and a floating button to create a new chart. So let me open it. As you can see, this is a fragment where we will be using the Zegocloud's UI kit. We won't be creating a UI for the chart app. Zegocloud is already provided kindly, so we'll be using that, and we'll be adding a floating button, this one. So for that we need the icon. So right click on drawable, new vector asset, and we'll select the plus icon. So search for add and select this and click on OK. Next click on next and finish. So our icon is there. So we'll be using this icon to add a new chart with a new user. Alright, now next what we need to do is we need to put up a on click listener on the action button that we just added. So this one, so open up the conversation activity and paste it. Sorry, I got to paste it over here. So paste it over here And first of all we need to create initialize the button, so floating action button, and next we also create a pop-up menu through which we'll be logging out the user. So create a menu, so right click on address, new, and enter resource file, name it menu, and in the resource type select menu, click on OK, and here we'll add the two items for the menu, that is the logout button and the new chat button. So we'll edit here, and here we have we got some error, I can just remove it. Alright, so we have the pop-up menu function to create, which is available here. We'll copy it and paste it here. We'll import all the required stuff, so this one. Next we'll create the dialog button, so this one we'll just copy it and again paste it. Alright, so we imported everything and our app is that easily ready. You can easily test it and we'll see. So our app is completely ready. Let me give you an overview on how it works. So simply, first of all, we'll move the our main activity is the launcher activity, but in the main activity itself we'll move the user to the login activity, and also we'll initialize the Zegocloud's gym kit. So we'll initialize over here using our constants app id and f sign. Once this is ready, we'll move the user to the login activity. This should be actually be here, somewhere around here actually. So this should be here. First we'll initialize Zegocloud, next we'll move the user to login activity. So in login activity we have a login screen. So here we'll carry the user's user ID, whatever the he wants, or the user ID, and once the user clicks on login button, we will connect the user to the Zegocloud using the user ID that the user provided. Alright. Next once the user is successfully connected with Zegocloud, we'll move the user to the conversation activity, and this is the conversation activity. Here it is. So here is the conversation activity. So the middle one is a fragment. Once the chart is created, everything will be available from Zegocloud. We don't have to add any UI. So we might think like what will be showing all the charts page, everything is done by Zegocloud. We just need to add it like as a fragment in the conversation activity, and everything will be managed by Zegocloud. You can see all the rest of the function. We just have a menu through which we'll be logging out the user or creating a new chart, and this is how to create a new chart. We'll show a dialog through which will carry the user ID to which the user is want to create a chart with. So I'll show everything on the test tab. So let's start it. So I will select multiple devices so that I can test, and I will click on the run button. We got some errors, so let me check it. So the mistake we made is that we should be putting this over here. Now let's again create the app. So our app is ready and both our phones will log in with it is in this phone. So I'll log in, and here I will log in with the name Pixel. This is a Pixel. So log in. Alright, so now let's say I want to chart with Pixel. So I'll click on this floating button and click on new chart. Here I will select Pixel. Next I will click on OK, and I have a chart. Now we haven't designed this at all in Android Studio. These are all provided by Zegocloud. So I will say hi Pixel. Alright, so I'll send hi Pixel, and I can see we have received the message here, and with the message we can also send from here. We can also send images and everything else without implementing any of this. So this is how easy it is to create a chart app using Zegocloud. You can get started using Zegocloud with their free 10,000 minutes from the link in the pinned comment. And I have provided the link to this blog on the link in the description of this video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.